If you could have your own personal CFO, wouldn't you have one? Someone who understands all the aspects of your financial life, someone who coordinates your tax advisor, your attorney, your insurance professionals, all on your behalf. Someone who translates everything into plain English so you can make confident decisions, smart decisions. Does it make sense to stop being your own CFA? We think there's a better way.
This video is for educational purposes only. Always consult qualified professionals before making any legal, tax, or investment decisions. Here's what a personal CFO actually does. 3 things. They act as your coach, your advocate, and your fiduciary.
Let's start with coach. What does a coach do? A coach pats you on the back when you need encouragement, and they kick you in the rear when you need that too. Coach tells you things you might not want to hear, but you probably ought to and need to hear. And that's what our coaches did when we were growing up, and that's how we were parented, and that's how we played sports. And we found it, not pretty useful, but really, really useful, both for ourselves and for our clients, both personally and professionally.
Then there's advocate. Sometimes you need someone in your corner, whether it's pushing back on a tax strategy that doesn't make sense, or helping you navigate a difficult family situation, or reviewing a settlement offer. An advocate fights for what's right. An advocate asks the right questions no one else thought to ask.
And finally, fiduciary. This one's kind of simple. A fiduciary is legally required to act in your best interest. Not the firm's interest, not the product's interest, your interest. And quite frankly, our clients love this. And honestly, it's the way we believe it should be.
So what does this actually look like? Here's a story that shows you what can go wrong and how we caught it.
Let me give you an example. Recently, a client needed to change her will. And if you think about what happens in most situations is the client may ask the advisor, what do I do? And he gives her a piece of advice. And the client then calls the attorney, and it goes back and forth, and it takes a long time. And there's probably going to be some things missing in the translation. So my suggestion to the client was, why don't I just call the attorney? Save you the trouble. And she said, that'd be great. So I called him. I called Bill, the attorney. And I said, Bill, I need 10 minutes. It actually only took 8 minutes. And I told him what she wanted to accomplish, and he got it written up. And the next day she sent me a note that said, hey, does this amendment look right? And it was exactly what Bill and I talked about. And I said, yes. And in 2 days, it was signed and ready to go. But during the planning, there was one other aspect. Her beneficiary designations didn't match her estate plan. And part of my conversation with Bill, the attorney, was, how do you want the beneficiary designations to read? Now, had I not looked at that, that would have fallen through the gaps. And that's part of the importance of doing this. So what took 8 or 10 minutes saved, potentially thousands and thousands of dollars of her money going to somebody that she may not want it to have done. And that's all part of the planning.
That's the value. Speaking lawyer language while speaking CPA language and speaking insurance language, then translating it all for you. Your professionals may be excellent at what they do, but they're probably not talking to each other. That's what a personal CFO solves.
My wife says this all the time. Wherever we go somewhere, buying a car, meeting with a professional or a contract or a consultation or anything, she'll often tell me afterward, he never looked at me. And she may not be the financial spouse, but she's half the partnership. And if the professional doesn't engage with both people, we think something's missing. So we try to make it a point when we work with couples, both people are in the room. Both people get asked the questions. Both people have to matter.
Here's the outcome. You don't have to be the project manager anymore. You can go watch your grandkids' soccer game. Take that trip. Enjoy the life you've worked so hard to build. And when a question comes up, should I lease or buy this car? What do I do about this tax situation? My mother needs to move into assisted living. Who do I even call? You pick up the phone.
At its simplest, the role of a personal CFO comes down to 4 questions. Where are you now? Where do you want to go? How are you going to get there? And what are the gaps that might trip you up along the way? If someone can help you answer these 4 simple questions and then coordinate the plan going forward, wouldn't that be valuable to you and your family?
The confident retiree lives a better retirement life. Just like in sports, the confident athlete outperforms the uncertain one. When you know the plan is in place, when you're not juggling plates anymore, You breathe easier. You enjoy life more. That's the whole point.
So if you're sitting there thinking, am I even doing this right? Could I be doing things better? Where would I even begin? Those are exactly the right questions. And in the next video, we'll show you exactly how to begin. We'll walk you through your first 90 days, including the one question we ask each and every couple that almost always gets the same response. I didn't know you felt like that. Click here to watch the next video.